Hi, John Schwan here. Welcome back to PuppetConf 2017. Super excited to have another partner diary, and I'm joined with Janne from Nordicmind. Thrilled to have them join us. They are one of our strategic partners supporting the Nordics. Why don't you tell us about what Nordicmind does?
Glad it's on. Thank you very much. Nordicmind, we are a value-added distributor, basically based in Helsinki, headquartered there, and then we also work throughout the Nordics. And we've been around for 15 years already, so we got long experience bringing companies like yourself all the way from America to Nordics and give the, let's say, the best opportunity, the best way to approach the market and get things rolling. Because, you know, Nordics is interesting, viable market, but it's like, you know, we've got 4 countries, so it's Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and Norway. So 4 countries, 4 languages, 4 cultures, and we are placed in all of those, so that's our value that we add in the picture.
You guys have done tremendous work taking emerging technologies to market, partnering in terms of not only consultative sales, but bringing partners up to speed, but also identifying market opportunities. The big thing about this week has been shift, right? We've seen a gigantic transformation that's happening. How does that apply to how Nordicmind's address not just Puppet, but the overall shift in the industry itself from automation to DevOps?
Yeah, I think it's a good question, and we've been working with you guys, Puppet, for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And we've already seen the, let's say, the market get a bit more mature. So from the early adopter phase to a bit more mature, into a state basically where we have like even the public sector players and the big SIs, these kind of big companies approaching us and actually asking for, let's say, a strategy for the whole DevOps scene, or than just, you know, the maybe configuration automation. But we actually see a lot of traction within, let's say, last 6 months especially. It's like growing all the time.
And I mean, one of the key things that I know you provide, and we appreciate the partnership, is it's about services. It's about having the ability to actually deliver upon a vision. How do you guys approach the service aspects of this, both when you're talking to partners themselves or actually staying up to speed of current technologies?
So basically, when we get, let's say, the vendor into the country, then we make sure that, you know, we get all the right partners as well as, you know, the, let's say, loyal end customers involved right from the beginning. So that way we get the, let's say, the, how do you call it, circle of trust, so to say, where we can then work it out easily, address the market, and also see who would be the perfect partner for, let's say, doing the services and so on and so on, and get them trained as soon as possible, and get them, like, you know, the partner enablement program, but get it started as soon as possible with all of you guys. And then that's, I think the cooperation over there, that's the key to get the services as well as the whole business.
So it truly does take an ecosystem then, right, when you put all this stuff together.
Exactly.
You know, one of the challenges that I was hearing from partners that are trying to approach Puppet right now, and even customers, it's how do I get started? And I think you guys have demonstrated that you've been able to really bring technologies not only into market, but actually make them very relevant to your customer base that you're supporting as well. What would your advice be on how to get started in this space if you're talking to a customer, prospect, or partner?
As I said previously already, that we try to bring in the partners and the customers into the picture. Whatever, basically, if it's a new product or a service or whatnot, basically the idea is to bring them in the picture already, even before the picture, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So basically that we give them the head. Well, we talk to the customer basically daily basis, as well as the partners, so we know what they're looking for, what they want, what are the, you know, the pain points, and so we then. Because we've been, as I said, we've been around 15 years or so the network of people that we have within the Nordics, and of course, you know, throughout the world as well, but especially in the Nordics, is so big and vast so we can utilize that as well. So we just, you know, if there's something new coming up, or if there's, like, let's say, a recurring problem or challenge that we hear from customers or partners, which then dig it up, get the best solution, get the best partners, get the best vendors, and involve them right from the beginning as a team, as, like, you know, we are one. It's not like Nordicmind is here, and then Puppet is here, and then there's the partner. But it's like we are all.
It takes a village to win.
Exactly.
Absolutely, and I think the approach that you guys have of complementary technologies to the customer, delivering outcomes is a beautiful thing. And from the partner side, what I find it very interesting, I always love your perspective, is you've had infrastructure partners that are trying to get into this space.
Yes.
You've had partners that were born of and created DevOps practices that are now going into infrastructure.
Yes.
There's other partners that were born of the cloud that have been selling AWS, Azure, Google, whatever it might be, but that's their primary focus.
Exactly.
These types of relationships are all blending, even the large SIs. Does that make your job more complex, or how do you guys approach that?
Actually, it may be a bit more complex, but I'd say more interesting as well.
Sure.
Because it's not what we have always been focusing with Nordicmind is to get the customer or the partner, whomever basically we're talking to, get the best solution. Whatever, if there's a challenge, if there's a business development need or whatnot, but to get the best solutions and get, pick the bits and pieces and get the right tools and whatever is needed to get the best solution. So I see this more as like a solution game as well. It's like, the big SI is doing maybe cloud here and there and then only integration stuff here. Mm-hmm. But now they're actually, offering their customer a solution.
Yes.
Which is like hybrid of cloud, private cloud, public cloud, and then also some consultancy, integration, and all the tools, DevOps space, and you name it.
It's not slowing down, is it?
No.
It's not.
Quite the opposite.
It's not slowing down at all. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, John.
Enjoy the show.
Much. Yeah. Thank you very much.